National Housing Party, Pat McGuinness, in central London, Smithfield Meat Market, the iconic meat market there behind me. So 90% of Muslims in London will not vote for Sadiq Khan. How do I know this? Because I go around knocking on doors in my ward where I stand in local elections. I stand in inner London. It's got a large Bangladeshi population. I would say overall in my ward it's about 40% Muslim, and I speak to them all the time. You know, and I'm going to give you the reasons why they absolutely hate Sadiq Khan. Not all of them, obviously, that's what I said, 90%. But there's 4 big reasons why the Muslim community in London who attend mosques and they believe in their religion, they will not vote Sadiq Khan, okay? The first reason is Sadiq Khan is woke. He's pro-LGBT. You know, there is rainbow and trans zebra crossings all over Camden, right? This is just in Camden. And these people are conservative and religious, and they you know, Sadiq Khan is not an Islamist. Sadiq Khan is a woke extremist. He's extreme anti-white, and you know, this is the first reason why. It's not. That's not the reason why they're not voting for him, because he's anti-white. The reason they're not voting for him on this particular issue is because sex education in schools, the LGBT agenda, that he celebrates pride and all that, yeah? So that's one reason. The second reason is the traffic restrictions in London. Everybody knows most of the Uber drivers and quite a lot of the black taxi drivers now are Muslims in London. And they absolutely hate his guts. 20 miles an hour, LTNs, ULEZ, cycle lanes, too wide. You know, it's a war against the motorist. And as I said, most Uber drivers and a lot of black cab drivers are now Muslims. And these people are the breadwinners in their families, so they will tell their whole family not to vote for Sadiq Khan. I go knocking on doors, this is what they tell me. They don't like him. That's 2 reasons. The third reason is what I always bring up on the doorstep, is the housing crisis. I would say the Bangladeshi community in Camden are the most overcrowded, right? Because they are religious, they probably don't believe in contraception, which is healthy, so they want a healthy, large family, okay? There's literally thousands of them, along with indigenous British people who are on the waiting list for housing. And thousands of them cannot get on the list. Camden won't even allow people to get on the list anymore, unless you're a single mother with kids, or you've got kids, you're an ex-heroin addict, you're a refugee, you're lesbian, you're gay, you know. So there's thousands of Muslims, like literally probably hundreds of thousands of Muslims cannot get on the waiting list for a council flat. And Labour, Sadiq Khan, refugees are welcome here, that's all we hear from them, and this really upsets the Muslims. So they absolutely hate Labour now. This was even before the Gaza crisis, right? They were telling me all this before Gaza, on the doorstep. I speak to them, many of them are very nice people, good people, and this is what they're telling me on the doorstep. So, you know, all these people who keep saying, no, Sadiq Khan gets in with a Muslim vote, he doesn't, right? Obviously some will vote for him, but the majority who vote for him, I'll come to that in a minute. The fourth reason is Gaza. Yeah, this, like, Labour Party is absolutely hated. Sadiq Khan is going to get a crushing defeat tomorrow. This is my prediction. I might be wrong, but this is my prediction. So that's the 4 reasons why Muslims don't want to vote for Sadiq Khan. They hate him, okay? And the title of this video is 90% of Muslims will not vote for him, yeah? That's my assumption, right? The statistics from the last election in 2022, Labour, they won it with 1 million votes. Conservative, Sean Bailey, came second with 900,000 votes. So he missed out on 100,000. He was very close, yeah? And as the informed people will know, last time you had 2 votes. Everyone had 2 votes on the mayor, and, you know, all the Liberal Democrats and Greens would give Sadiq Khan their second vote. Now, Liberal Democrats last time got 100,000 votes. The Greens got 200,000 votes last time. So that's 300,000 votes from the woke left, right? Who are probably not going to be giving their vote to Sadiq Khan. So my prediction is he's going to lose, all right? And I think it's going to be a shock defeat. The polls are saying he's going to win because they're just asking the woke people, like the Brexit polls and the Trump polls. So people got to realise that Sadiq Khan is voted in by the anti-white lefty woke mob, right? It's not the Muslims who are destroying this country. It's our own indigenous roots who are left-wing extremists, yeah? London's full of them. There's around 2 million indigenous British left in London. I would say 1 million of them are the anti-white woke left. So, you know, do the maths, yeah? They have been winning the election every time. This minority of people, 1 million people, 1 in 8 people, there's 8 million people in London. So, yeah, you know, who votes for Khan? The white lefties. That's the people who vote him in. You're going to get a few moderate Muslims, but 90% of the Muslims are not going to vote for him. And when Khan wins, if he wins tomorrow, right, I just said he won't win. I don't think he's going to win. But if he does win tomorrow, you're going to get Farage, Tommy Robinson. The Muslim vote. The Muslims voted him in. No, they're saying that because they're a failure. All these right-wing parties who are going to blame the Muslim vote for Khan's election are blaming the Muslims unnecessarily because they don't want to face the fact that they have failed in politics, yeah? And Tommy Robinson and Farage, basically, it's their fault we're in this position now because they helped destroy the BNP, who had modernised and could have saved this country, yeah? The BNP had modernised like National Rally had, and they was in position to literally save this nation, and the state, Nigel Farage, Tommy Robinson, destroyed them. It's as simple as that. That's what's happened. And those people, the patriotic right, will say, oh, the ones who call the BNP racist and anti-Semitic, all those people will blame the Muslims if Khan gets back in. And it's not the Muslims who voted him in. It's the woke left, the anti-white woke left in London. So, after all that, the reason we've got mayors in all the major cities now is because of the Tories. Lots of people say, no, we've got to vote for Susan Hall to keep Khan out. Yeah, the Tories, we've got to vote for the Tories. The Tories agree with this mayor situation in Manchester, in London, and all the major cities. We've got a mayor now, and most of the anti-establishment parties have got it in their policy to scrap this position. We don't want it. It's been forced on Manchester 9 years ago, and the reason the Tories want it is because Labour generally control the big cities, and when Tories are in government, they get the blame for these cities, and they don't want the blame anymore, so they allowed the mayor to spread across the UK and all the major cities, because generally Labour's going to win them, and then they can't blame the Tories for the failure of the big cities. So you've got to stop voting Tories, guys. You know, I can't stand Khan. You know, the only thing that's going to save our country is a combination of Christianity and nationalism. It's simple as that. You know, and definitely nothing to do with Zionism. Zionism has weakened this country beyond repair, and it's being destroyed. Because all the main politicians over the years were signed up, bought off by the Zionist lobby. Same in America, same all over Western Europe. So that's my prediction. Tomorrow, if Sadiq Khan does win, it's not going to be the Muslim vote, right? I'm sick of hearing it from people, from patriotic parties on GB News. Oh, he's going to win because of the Muslims. No, he's going to win because you lot stopped the BNP. Who could have stopped it, yeah? So remember what I said. I think he's going to lose tomorrow. I think he's going to get a crushing defeat because there's not 2 votes, there's only 1 vote. All the Muslims I speak to hate him, they're not going to vote for him. A lot of the woke are fed up with him as well because of Gaza. So I predict he's going to lose, and we will see what happens tomorrow. Jesus Christ is King. Have a lovely day. Thank you very much.